Let us begin. When we last left our brave and intrepid adventurers. I know, right? They were on an airship. Not any airship. They were upon the Dreadnought, vanquishing the crew to put an end to their reign of terror once and for all. By using what's her name? The Empress? Vindriz. By using Vindriz's concocted weapon and sending their own ship into a small death spiral, they were able to take down they were able to critically injure the Dreadnought and board it, alongside Gunner, McCavity, and Lobo. Unfortunately, Lobo and Gunner have been sent outside the ship by Negatori's foul magics. And they were also able to vanquish Myrna along the way. And now...
There, you mean Clementine.
Right. I'm crushing rocks, bro.
Nope. She used a different spell.
Oh yeah, this time was I ripped Myrna's heart.
Oh right, heart rip, and your alignment shifted closer to just you know what? Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Her alignment's true neutral now. Anyway, that's all you need to worry about. And y'all were heading towards where you believed Doskios and Selena to be.
Yeah, we were. Some kind of throne.
Yep. And we have
some kind of repurposed throne room.
We have lost the cavity.
He has gone missing. That being said,
I sincerely hope he's off stealing something and didn't get sucked into that maze.
Things are starting to get a little bit dicey.
How so, Mr. DM?
Do you remember that scene from Inception where gravity stops working?
When they're like running around in the hotel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is currently starting to happen to you.
Huh.
I did mention this ship was capital F fucked.
Yeah, you did. You did mention that. I've got a question for you then.
Shoot.
So, how is this making my Ring of Featherfall act?
It's not. There's no fall that is greater than 10 feet, so it's never activating.
Alright.
I mean, unless you start falling down a hallway that has turned into a chasm. Which is a distinct possibility.
Oddly enough, Solandra just seems to be completely ignoring this effect and is just walking no matter what orientation the floor is at.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Do you have freedom of movement, or are you just using your fly spell?
No, I remember one of the spells I activated was what was it called? Oh, the grip thing, certain grip.
Oh, I was about to say spider climb.
Nope, certain grip. So, I'm pretty good at sticking to surfaces.
I was about to say, if you're going to use fly, you're going to need to use your fly skill. Otherwise, the ship might shake around your floating form and smash into you.
Yep. No, I figure certain grip gives me a better bet.
What's the name of that spell?
Certain grip.
Grip and footing become certain. You get a +4 bonus to ignore this bullshit. Yep. It counts. Alright. That being said, for the rest of Yumstv, things are getting a little bit dicey. Like, we haven't gone full, like, shit going literally sideways, but every once in a while you take a step that's a bit more abundant than it should have been.
Whee!
Alright, we need to find them before this thing crashes into the ground.
Before they try to escape.
That too.
That'll be fucking annoying.
Alrighty then. So, What are you guys going to try to do to find Selena and Daskius?
What are our path choices?
Obvious exits are north, west, east, and Dennis.
So last week we were, I think we heard that there were a couple places where he could have set the throne room. He wouldn't do it in the cargo holds, but there was some other location, I thought. Gunnar had some theory, didn't he?
I mean, Gunnar had a layout of the ship in his head. But he's not here right now.
So are we feeling lucky? In which direction we take?
Split up, you'll cause more damage that way.
Absolutely not. There's a time for that, and this is not that time.
You're damn right.
Let's go left. I have a good feeling about left.
Alright, you go left.
Okay.
You go left, ducking to a hallway. Where are you? Where are you, precious? Oh, it's right the fuck in front of me. Of course it is. Got it. So you're going through a hallway. You've got a door on your left, or you could keep going.
Excuse me. Door on the left.
Got it. Clementine, you're going to open the door on the left?
Yep.
Okay. You go and touch that door, and it automatically opens in correspondence to your presence. And you open up a door. Well, it used to be a dormitory. Apparently fire lives there now.
I closed the door.
Well, you'd love to close the door, but unfortunately you're too busy taking 17 points of fire damage before you manage to close the door. And give me a fortitude save.
You got it. Hold on, I forgot to open my character sheet like
Pitch, we're starting an hour late. You had an hour to open your character sheet.
Let's see. Fortitude save is a 33.
Okay, you feel fuzzy.
Huh. That's weird.
I am going to apply my reasoning skills and, well, actually cheat a little bit. I know I have a pretty good idea of Daskius' character. And so I'm going to use a combination of my knowledge of him, like a sense motive, with engineering, and see if I can intuit a proper direction.
Okay, that's a good enough thing. But did you take the technologist feat?
I did not take the technologist feat. I do have knowledge of engineering.
Okay, got it. So Clementine says, "Huh, I feel fuzzy," and you're like, "That's weird."
Can I do a heal check on myself?
She got
Sure.
Because I know it shouldn't be poison because I'm immune to that shit.
That's true. You are in fact immune to poison.
A whopping 16.
I don't know, man. Maybe it was just like some weird fire, bro.
Huh. That felt weird.
Here, maybe I should go first. I'm basically immune to fire anyway.
That is true, Halt. You are immune to fire. I mean, the visible kind.
I mean, I'm not immune to fire. I'm just very resistant to it.
My bad.
Hey, what about elevations? Is this ship decompressing?
No, decompression isn't a concern.
Okay.
Decompression is not a concern. Yet. Right now, fire and rapid loss of altitude are the concerns.
Okay.
further down the hallway then. Maybe looking for some big doors? Something
Well,
that's not a cabin?
Can I make those rolls, Ronald, or are they going to do me any good?
Yes, I told you to make those rolls.
Oh, sorry.
Make those rolls.
Alright, I got a 33 on my sense motive of Dacius,
Ooh.
and then a 29 on my engineering.
Where did Gemma leave the throne room in his fortress?
Roughly the middle.
Exactly.
Okay. Holt, I think we need to win towards the middle. If it's anything like the fortress, and I bet he's going to want it to be fucking like the fortress, it's going to be kind of sort of where your throne room is. Do you think you can lead us there based on that? Where would Gemma want the throne to be?
Right in the center.
Holt, make a raw charisma roll.
I will. I got a 16.
That's pretty good. You don't know the layout of the ship. You don't know the front from the back, nor the aft from the starboard. But you know where the middle is. And you guys start tracing your way through that hall.
Yep. Nothing but raw intuition.
The door before you is spattered with blood, and there is a dead, chosen soldier, you know. Apparently he had tried to get in and failed.
Oh, good. We're on the right track.
The door he was trying to enter is the one that you are currently in front of, and seems to be at the center of everything.
Cavity, if you happen to be around, this would be a very useful time for you to emerge.
Salandra.
Yeah.
Before we get into this fight, you have any more of that regenerative magic?
Did I use it on her on Kamatanya?
Yes, she did.
Okay, yeah, I can only use it once per day on each person.
Ah.
Unless you wanted to give them cancer.
I could probably heal my own cancer. Wait.
I have some potions if you need them.
That's a good idea. My magic's all fucked up, and I don't.
Oh right, you got some toxic magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I could. Clementine, I'm so sorry. I just bend down. I cup her cheeks in my hands, and I kiss her forehead and cast Greater Dispel Magic.
That might do the trick.
Which can remove curses if needed.
If it were regular Dispel Magic, I'd tell you to go away, but it's Greater Dispel Magic, so you got your foot in the door. Let's see if you can pull it off.
Right, do you need a roll?
Yes. Caster level roll.
Okay. So that's an 18 plus 18. 36.
36. Clementine, do you remember what gave you the toxic magic?
It was Tori, wasn't it?
That was Tori, I believe.
Yeah.
Got it. Yup, you fucking removed that toxic magic.
How's that?
Thanks, Salandra.
I'm pretty good
Much
at
better.
curses.
She hops up and gives Salandra a big hug.
I ruffle her hair. Alright. So no fucking
That's
cat.
much better.
No cat.
You've got the goggles. Is there anything on the door?
No.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that there isn't some physical trap behind it. There's one thing that we could do. It's fucking dangerous as hell while we're in motion and we don't know what's back there. but I could dimension door us right, 20 feet that way.
Fuck it.
I've got a better idea.
Okay.
Sorry, just gotta pull up the name of the spell because I don't have all the spells that I've prepared up on new tabs yet. It's like the insect spy spell. There we go. So basically, you summon tiny little beetles.
Give me the name of the
And
spell.
they can. It is insect spies.
Ooh.
It's a level 3 druid spell.
It kind of reminds me, there's a character from a book who could turn his body into hornets.
Oh yeah, that's from one of the wildcard books.
Yeah.
What was his name? He was a blogger.
Yeah, he was a news guy, and he was a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, kind of. But he had moments where he really did the right thing.
That's true, but like he is still like a total dirtbag.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, interesting. So you cast insect spies. Do you send all 4 of your available beetles into the room?
I'm gonna send 2 into the room, and then the other 2 to explore the ship.
Got it. So you send 2 of them into the room, and one of them immediately gets crushed, at which point the door opens. And there is a Selena on the other side of the doorway who, like, her normal muted features express a feeling of shock when she sees all of you on the other side. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck! Clem has her hand up because she was gonna cast a Cure Moderate Wounds on her.
Yes! Finally, I don't roll under a 10 for initiative.
It's not just looking to beat us, you realize that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, of course.
Not necessarily.
Oh, wrong chat.
Her initiative isn't... Oh, shit. Wait, no, never mind. Her initiative is huge. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't remember
Didn't
how
we
I
give her
built my
improved
NPCs. So she has duelist abilities that improve her initiative. She has quick draw, which improves your initiative. She has improved initiative, which improves your initiative. And her dexterity score is also very high. One might say superhumanly high, or super elvenly, whichever way... Oh, Jesus Christ! Halt, I hope you weren't thinking of disarming her.
No.
Good. Don't. Anyway, back at the top of the hour, send me those initiatives in general. Alright, cool. The room is dark, save for the acrid scent of incense and candles. The entire room is festooned with gore and blood. And Daskius is sitting on a throne, adorned. It's not made out of skulls, but it's adorned with skulls, and it's just made out of simple stone.
Fucking poser.
But say the man's gone tribal. That being said, like, Selena has perfect in her hand, but she hasn't drawn her whip. Like, that sword never leaves her side, you know? But she sees all of you, and, oh, geez, who's she gonna pick on first?
Oh, please say be me.
It's Holt!
Yes!
He's ready!
As combat begins, the entire ship shakes and shudders. And time stands still. At which point, she takes a 5-foot step, and Holt, you get stabbed a lot.
Okay.
And she draws her whip, but it's pretty evident that she won't be able to use it until the beginning of her next turn.
Okay.
Okay. How many times do you get stabbed? Well, she's gonna try to stab you 5 times. We'll see how many times you actually get stabbed.
Okay.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Okay. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 42.
All right, we got a miss, a hit, a miss, a critical threat, and a critical threat.
Okay.
Is this in time stop?
Yes. One of those critical threats gets confirmed. The other one does not. Okay. So the first attack does... Oh, let me get another d6. For math's sake. Shit. The first attack does 30 points of damage.
Is any of that bleed damage?
No. We haven't gotten to the bleed yet.
I am not going to take any of that. I
was about to
believe
say.
my periaptive wound closure makes me immune to bleed damage, and if that didn't, then having regeneration 1, I think, doesn't make me take bleed damage.
I gave that to you. I don't know if that's how the rules work, but screw the rules. I'm in charge here. But I'm going to say... I was going to say the regeneration 1 would have made it so you would have taken 1 round of bleed damage, and then it goes away.
Okay.
But having the periaptive wound closure means that doesn't even happen.
Cool.
Your wounds,
Continue.
you are patched up so tight, you're tighter than a fucking drum.
So 30 damage on the first attack.
30 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Let me look up what swashbucklers can do, because I totally forgot.
That's fine.
They can spend grit to do a lot of stuff.
Right. She's got some panache. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. It's not grit for
Same difference.
yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, they have some crazy ass powers.
There are some other abilities, yes. So she's gonna spend a point of panache.
Okay.
To make a deadly blow.
Alright.
Halt, your heart was always your weakness, but make a fortitude save to see what happens.
Okay, that's gonna be... Uh, 32.
32. That you have overcome it.
Okay.
The DC is not that high, but just being able to do that every once in a while is, hey, puppy. Anyway, yeah, no. She goes to jab it into your heart, and you just knock that shit the fuck out of the way. But then it like jabs into another part of your shoulder, dealing
Which hurts.
Yes. Let me see. I think it might. Okay, never mind. It's in addition to the normal damage, so it doesn't replace the crit. Got it. Well then, ain't that just the way? That being said, her crits are not big. She does not have big crits.
Okay.
She just gets them all the fucking time. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Okay. So, the critical hit does... Fuck, my brain. 34 plus 7 plus 5. There we go. Got there. 46 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack does... I'm sorry, the third and final attack that lands does 25 points of damage.
Okay. Ouch.
Let's say that's not
That's not insignificant.
that is not nothing, but like now it's your turn.
It is my turn. And I am going to use my quick draw
Good
to
man.
draw Audra. I'm gonna full round attack this bitch. So I need to make several rolls. 4 of them to be precise. The first hit, or first attempt, is a 34. The second one is a 46.
46 is a
which
hit.
is a
Critical
critical
threat?
Yep.
Ooh.
So that'll be a 31 to confirm.
31 does not confirm.
Okay, so that's 1 hit. Third attempt is another critical threat.
Up.
Good roll an 18. It's a 40. Rolling to confirm. Does a 42 confirm critical?
Yes, it do.
Alright.
Meet
Last one.
to beat.
Holy shit. And the last one probably doesn't hit. 28.
No.
So 1 normal hit and 1 crit.
Yep. And a nasty surprise.
And a nasty. Alright. We'll do the normal hit first. Plus 18. First hit, 28 normal damage and 2 unholy damage. And the crit.
Could you stack up all those numbers for me and post
Yep.
them in general?
Yeah.
I should mention you took 7 points of bleed damage, but I didn't bother to mention it because it doesn't happen.
Okay.
Ah, I'll make you bleed. That's funny.
This D10 really likes me today.
Good. You'll need it.
I'm good at math. That's the numbers backwards. I would love if it was 83. It's not.
So that's 38 on the first?
28 on the first,
Oh, cool.
38 on the second,
Got it.
and I need a D10 and a D6 for the unholy damage. 9 unholy, and then my D8 for bleed. Oh, it's 2d6. I lied. And screaming, which is functions like thundering.
Was that the enchantment I made up for you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's going to be 1 sonic, and I forget, it had an additional save, where if they failed a will save, I got to make an intimidation check for free.
Right.
But I forget what the DC was, so Mr. DM, sir.
Okay, oh, the DC is not very high.
That's fine.
Then again, her will save is not very high. Oh, shit! You get to make an intimidation check!
Holy shit!
Sometimes you roll an 8 and your will save is garbage.
Sometimes you do that! No, no, put that D20 away. We're using only the good dice. There'll be a 35 on Intimidate.
35 on Intimidate. Well, it's time for Selena to get -2 to life. Ain't that a bitch?
How do you resist Intimidate anyway? I mean, how's that?
It's a roll. It's a roll against an augmented combat maneuver defense.
Really?
Yeah. Like you don't
Just
get
so I-
you don't get your dodge, deflect, strength, or dexterity. It's just against your BAB plus 10, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just so I have the DC down somewhere.
It is 18.
Is it 12?
No, it's 18.
Okay, cool.
Because thundering is 14, so let's raise that up a little bit.
All right, works for me.
Because your sword screams like unholy, terrible, awful. It's bad. It's real bad. It's honest to God disturbing.
Oh, the new corrupted Audra versus Perfect. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I added up the totals for you.
Thank you. Did you? How much is she bleeding for?
9 points of bleed damage,
Ah!
which she will take, I
No.
believe, at the start of her turn.
Oh right, her turn hasn't begun yet because at the end of your turn she does something. Do you remember that last attack you made that didn't hit?
Yeah.
Now it's an attack against you!
Ah, she's gonna try to riposte.
Riposte is happening! Oh shit, riposte is not happening.
Riposte is not happening!
Let me double check some numbers. Yeah, man, riposte is not happening.
It was a valiant try.
She knocks your sword out of the way, and then you get your shield up, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Or are you two-handing Audra like a maniac?
No, I'm not.
Okay, alright, good
I have
man.
my shield.
Good man. She parries Audra, you parry Perfect. Oh man, shit's getting real fucked up right now.
Is Perfect a rapier, by the way?
No, Perfect is a short sword.
Oh, okay.
Like in the way that like Brother is this misshapen, like almost claw-looking thing ripped out of black space. Her sword is featureless at the blade, but it sort of like melds into the hilt in a way that's very uncomfortable, and fantastically crafted into a like almost marble-esque handle. There is no handguard, but the spiddly sploos that come out of the hilt do a pretty good job at protecting the hand. That being said,
Spiddly spoos?
yeah, the way the metal from Perfect meshes with the metal of the handle, it's weird. It looks like sort of like volcanic jagged rock, as if the blade finds the hilt to be repellent, like someone smashed them together with no regard. But it is time for more fighting to happen.
Are we still in time stop?
Oh yeah, time stop will continue until someone has been defeated. Halt, are you ready for some dirty pool?
I'm expecting it.
All right then. Did you know that you can split up did you know that if you have spring attack, mobility, 2-weapon grace, and elaborate defense and acrobatic charge, you can make a 5-foot step in the middle of your full attack?
No. Well, I guess I'm gonna find out.
All that you need to know is that you're getting hit she's attacking you 4 times with Perfect.
Okay.
And then well, fuck, is she hitting you at all with Perfect?
Is she though?
But is she? Okay, let me do some maths. She's gonna hit you once. Just once. For 2 dice. For 26 points of damage.
Okay.
And then she's gonna take a 5-foot step back and hit you 3 times with the whip.
Jesus, okay.
I mean, she's gonna attack you 3 times with the whip. Let's see if anything happens.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Let's see if it pays off for her. Oh shit. Fortunately, she can't do any of her nasty...
I would think that Holt would have vulnerability against this particular attack. He likes it a little too much.
Not in this setting.
It hurts so good. Okay, so the whip comes down. Hurt me more, Snake. The whip comes down, and you end up taking 28 points of damage. Oh, 6 of it's acid damage. So I think doesn't that get reduced because you're Hellbred?
I don't have reduction to acid damage.
Wop wop. Not.
I have fire and lightning, and cold. A fuck ton of cold.
Not demon enough, eh?
Nope.
Not yet.
And one of those is a critical threat, but it does not succeed. And the last thing is going to be an attempted disarm. What's your CMD?
My CMD is 38.
Okay. You have a locked gauntlet, right?
Not anymore, no.
Oh, okay. So she Indiana Joneses the shit out of your sword and sends it flying out of your hand. Well, okay, you have a choice.
Okay.
You can either let the sword fly out of your hand or get your hand broken. Your choice.
I'm gonna let the sword fly out of my hand.
Okay. And Audra goes flying down a hallway.
Okay.
Holt, it's your turn.
Yeah.
If only Holt had another weapon.
If
I'm
only.
going to call Jakara into my hand. And I'm going to level it right at Selena. And I'm going to use my Aeromaster's gauntlets to add plus 20 to my roll. And I'm going to shoot her.
Shoot her!
Alright, so that's going to be 17 plus 19 plus 20 is 56 to hit.
That's a hit, Cotton.
Okay.
The look on her face, like, isn't confusion, but it's definitely surprise. Just like, what? You didn't have that. You're not supposed to have that. Where the fuck did you find that? Give me that thing.
Ooh, nice. So, Jakara loves me, apparently. Vicious. 4d6.
I've got some d6 in here if you need them.
Oh, I've got plenty. Plus 4, plus 6, plus 3. And then I take 2d6. Which, you know, fucking whatever, who gives a shit.
Don't you have electrical resistance?
I do! Thank you! So I don't. Unless Vicious counts as,
Vicious is supposed to be untyped, but Jakara is all about lightning. So it's lightning now.
Alright.
Oh, we lightning now, boys.
So that's going to be an even 30 points of damage.
Ouch. And what about your 3 other attacks?
I guess I'm just going to have to beat the shit out of her with a sword. With a shield.
That's fair.
Because I can't use Jakara more than one round.
Oh, yeah. She has taken a 5-foot step. Okay, so you got 2 options. One, you move in close and shoot her with that beautiful gun footage, but she'll get an attack against you. But then you'll get 3 more attacks with your shield. Alternatively, you can shoot her once, move in now, and you won't get any attacks on you, and she won't get any attacks on you either.
I'll eat the attack.
Do it. Get in there. She's gonna stab you in the gut.
She can try.
You're right. She can try. When you roll a natural 1, you know, attacks don't hit. feels like Perfect should have some sort of foolproofing against that, but chalk it up chalk it up to user error, probably.
There's a nut loose behind the keyboard.
There's a nut loose behind the keyboard, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, the shock of Jakara, the literal shock of Jakara throws her off guard, and she's like, "What? Nani?"
Nani? Omae wa mo shinderu.
So do you clobber her with your fucking shield like an animal?
Yeah, I do. Well, maybe. First attack is a 34.
That's not a hit.
Second one is a 32.
Don't forget to add your
Last
plus
one.
bonus from the shield when you're using it as a weapon.
I have it all written out.
Good.
I'm just rolling not great. I did roll a critical threat though.
Ah!
But I don't think I can roll high enough on my attack with just the shield to confirm. But it is a hit, I hope.
I would say, what's the total number?
I rolled a 20 on the first one. To confirm the crit is 19, so absolutely not confirm.
No. 19 total?
Yeah.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, that's fine.
And one of those shield slams gets turned into a riposte.
Okay.
Oh man. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a hit. It's a hit. I was just like, oh, is that a critical threat? It's not. Damn it. Man, where's D&D 3.0 when you could critical hit on an 11? Anyway, you're gonna take 25 points of more points of damage as she gets stabbed in. Pop that fiendish resistance if you got it.
Yep. Yeah, this is not going so hot.
Well, she probably has fewer hit points than you do, if that's any consolation.
I'm about to say, she has been bloodied. You shoot her with that electricity, and it slams right into her gut, right next to her sucking chest wound. She's not going to come out of this one unscathed. Even if you can't defeat her, another member of your group may be able to. But that being said, you would have to surrender.
No.
Alright then. When I say, don't make me kill you, Holt, I mean, I don't care.
I know. That's the way it should be.
Does her turn begin, Holt?
May I start activating my Devil's Stamina?
You may!
Okay.
Okay. Alright, she's got a -2 to life. That's a very unfortunately placed -2 to life. So you've got a miss, a critical threat. Oh, fuck! A critical threat that does not resolve but is a hit. And then another miss. Fuck, who thought a -2 would be so useful? Okay. So you're gonna take 23 points. Oh, my bad. 21 points of damage from the first attack. I forgot. You have all that cold resistance. Give yourself 20 hit points back.
Okay.
Because I haven't been deducting your cold resistance. And some of that cold damage was from a cold... 2 instances of that cold damage was from a cold burst. And then she's also hit you like 4 other times. So I'm going to say that's like 20 hit points.
Okay.
That should not... Because you've got like, what, 20 cold resistance?
Yes.
Yeah, she can't overcome that. There is not an instance of cold damage that goes high enough. And you're going to get 1 swift flogging.
Okay.
Did I say swift? I meant fucking useless. For 20 points of damage. Minimum damage.
Alright.
Wait a minute. Nope. You're lucky. If two of her 2-weapon attacks combine at any
Does
point...
she have fucking rend?
She has rend! But she has to hit with 2 attacks that are at the same point on her pool. So, like, if her first 2 attacks hit, she gets a rend.
Okay.
For double damage. Ludicrous damage. And she takes another 5-foot step back.
Okay.
What is this elaborate defense ability? But after she unleashes those attacks on you, she says, "Remember, you can surrender at any time."
You know, I was about to tell you the same thing. And, I have a decision to make. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot her again. I'm not gonna move up! Can I take a 5-foot step back and shoot her?
You fucking can!
I'd love to.
She's like, "I'm gonna get you with the whip," and you take a 5-foot step back, and you're like, "No," and she's like, "What?"
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean, no?
Alright,
What do you mean he's gonna shoot me in the dick again?
Wait, a 19 is a critical threat on Jakara,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Uh-huh.
Roll to confirm crit, but I really don't think that I can roll better than I just did. Yeah, I don't think a 38 doesn't confirm.
A 38 does not confirm. Even with the -2 to her armor class from being shooketh.
That's
What the
okay.
fuck is her armor class?
Her armor class is 41.
Yeah, Jakara, I actually can't hit her with Jakara.
I'm sorry, her armor class is 42, and it's gone down to 40. Oh, Holt, are you remembering, don't forget, Jakara's a firearm.
What does that mean?
It ignores half of the subjects, against people with normal metal armor, it ignores their armor section of their armor class, and their shield bonus.
Okay.
Against Selena, for instance, it ignores half of her armor.
So does a 38 hit?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes.
Okay.
Guns!
Does a,
They're good.
does a 38 confirm crit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh, but I totally forgot. Her armor's got energy resistance. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is it electricity?
It's
or like all energy?
It's all energy.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, so last time Jakara did, I believe...
30.
30?
Right.
Still. 2d8.
Well-
Seven. There'll be 36 damage, and from the vicious doesn't get multiplied, right?
It does not.
Okay, I didn't think so. That'll be 12 from vicious.
Didn't Jagara get a lot of bonuses on, specifically on crits?
About to say, isn't the critical hit multiplier on a gun a lot?
It's times 4, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 on the d8s.
Okay, so that comes up 36.
Yep. And then 12 from vicious.
Yeah.
And I take... I take 5. But... electricity resistance.
Ha!
Bang bang, motherfucker!
Captain America, your shield. Do it. Don't be a puss.
I don't have throw. I don't have throw anything.
It's got a range of 10 feet.
I'm not losing 6 to my armor class.
Well, no, you
Captain
do.
Ameriking my shield.
No, you do it at the end. I was gonna say that she was gonna parry, but that doesn't happen.
Nope.
Nope. None of that. Oh shit. Okay. So then, if she wants
She's
to,
gonna have to come into me.
about to say, if she wants to go in, she can't make a full attack.
Exactly.
She could take a 5-foot step and full attack with the whip. Fuck. Okay. You're making me make decisions.
I am, aren't I?
Fuck. Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Don't be. Oh. Oh. Hold, do you have any DR?
I do.
Not for this attack, you don't.
Okay.
She's coming in hot, Captain.
I mean, it's just DR against ranged, anyways.
Oh, no. That DR wouldn't have helped you. But what's your touch AC?
My touch AC is... fuck. 16.
Okay. So do you remember that scene in Lord of the Rings where Legolas is looking at the orcs and he's like, "Oh, their armor is weak at the shoulder and under the arm, weak at the neck and under the arm." Yes.
Okay.
That happens to you. It's like time has stopped right now. Like Clem is in the middle of healing herself. Salandra is got brother out, and she's like gotten into a combat stance, but hasn't begun yet. The entire ship has stopped shaking, and it's just you fighting. The footing's getting a little uncomfortable as you realize, like one of those trick rooms, you're sort of sliding around a little bit because everything isn't on even kilter. And despite the fact that time has stopped, there is a bit of slow motion fucking movie magic as she jabs that goddamn sword up into your what sort of armor do you have?
Chainmail.
You have chainmail. Like she like gets the tip in under a length of chain and then makes a little cut across your torso.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up taking 20 points of damage.
Ooh.
And just like, that was the subtlest cut you've ever experienced, and it hurt so bad.
So is that what she does with her turn?
That's her whole turn.
Gets right up in my business.
She gets right up in your grill and gives you what is called a perfect thrust.
I have a question for you, Reynolds, as far as mechanics go in D&D.
Shoot.
Pathfinder. Poor choice of words. What are called shots like?
Called shots don't exist, so I have to make them up.
Okay. I would like to call shots. I need to make a little personal will save. Okay. I think better of shooting her in the face. Not gonna make a called shot. I'm just going to fire off the gun in melee.
Alrighty then. Oh fuck, she misses!
Okay.
God damn it!
Does a 35 beat her firearm armor class?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Just barely.
Oh, big money, big money. Thank you, Jakara. I need one more d6. I can't live like this. I can't live like this with 3d6 life.
What are you doing, man?
Doing the vicious damage, but I only had 3d6s out. So I was having to remember numbers. 5, That's
Holy
27.
Cap,
27 electricity.
why do you subject yourself to this?
Because I am a masochist. Then I take a little bit of damage. Okay, 27.
Wait, how much vicious damage does she take?
She takes 11 vicious damage.
Got it. Okay. Got any shield bashes?
I do. I'm checking, and I would like to try doing a shield slam,
Okay.
which gives me a free bull rush on a shield bash. So I'm substituting my attack roll for a CMB check.
Okay.
It does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
She looks bad.
That's going to be a 40.
That's a 40?
Mm-hmm.
She definitely steps out of the way. But you
Okay.
still have 2 more attacks.
I thought she's at -2, isn't she?
Yes. Which drops your CMD from a 55 to a 53.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, Holt. She's been training with these combat maneuvers since before you were born.
No, that's okay. So she steps out of the way. Can I, possibly keep her at that same distance that I did before?
Yeah. Make an acrobatics check.
Can I make an athletics check instead?
I'll allow it.
Holy shit. Thank you, Mr. DM, sir. 28.
You're Nikolai Holt. You brute force everything. What's your CMD?
My CMB is 22.
No, CMD.
CMD is 38.
Got it. So you're trying this nifty maneuver, and you're like, okay, if I could just keep her at a distance, I can get another shot off, and you feel that whip wrap right around your leg.
Cool.
Do you have any sort of abilities or tricks that would prevent you from getting tripped?
Let me look through my many feats. Scrolling down. I do not believe so, no. Nope. I got
Okay.
nothing. I trip.
Yep. She rips and pulls, and man, it's weird how the body works. Holt, what level are you?
I'm 18.
You're level 18. What's your strength score?
18.
18. What's your constitution score?
20.
Yeah. And yet, when someone grabs your ankle and pulls really fucking hard, it knocks you down. It's a cruel world, Holt.
It is.
It's a cruel world.
This is why you got flight.
I'd have had you make a fly check.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, like, she'd start reeling you in, and that'd be bad. That being said, the blades of the whip cut up your ankle something fierce. Your boot is going to need repairing.
Okay. I'll make a note.
What the fuck is Charmed Life? Oh god, she's got all these abilities and I don't know what they do. So she's gonna walk over to you, Holt.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna start unloading on you.
Oh boy.
First, the whip. Oh wait, no wait, first the bleed. She's not quite in single digits. Okay. So Holt, your armor class goes down by 4 when you're getting melee attacked while you're lying down.
Okay.
Does a fuck, basic math. What the fuck is my D&D character? Does a 36 hit your armor class?
Does not. I
Okay.
have 38 now.
Does a 50 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna take womp 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 womp. 19 points of damage plus 3 acid. And the last attack with the whip is a fucking 2 for 29, so never mind.
So 29...
That's a 29 to hit. Total.
29 to hit? No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? Okay. There's one critical threat in the pile, but that's all she's got. Does a 49 confirm a critical threat?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any get out of crits free cards?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you're gonna get crit. For a total of 32 plus 7, so 39 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Are you dead?
No.
Are you unconscious?
No.
Fuck. Because here's what... So, Halt, tell me what you're going to do on your turn. Like, she's got you on your front, and she comes up and whips you twice in the back, and then stabs into the back of your body, and oh, dear God, does that hurt. Oh, fuck. You're pretty sure she pierced something. Yep. Yep, that's a kidney. That's a fucking kidney. Oh, God. Halt. When you get out of this, you're going to want to have a doctor look at you, because I know you have regeneration, but you're currently bleeding fluids into parts of your body you don't want those fluids to get into.
But the blood's on the inside of my body. That's where it's supposed to be.
Right, all the blood is inside, as well as all of the toxic waste your body has processed.
So what I would like to do is drop Jakara and try to, like, hold on to her so she can't get away with one hand, and point blank cone of cold from my Winter Wolf headband.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Tell me what I need to roll, Mr. DM,
well,
sir.
let me tell you what happens. I thought you were gonna roll over and just point the gun up and be like, "Bob, bitch." Poof.
Nah.
Okay.
I want this to be personal.
Alright. So you grab onto her and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot?" Reads the look on her face, but as you deeply inhale and the headband of the Winter Wolf lights up, she looks at you and like, no, you don't get to roll anything.
Okay.
You're getting cock-blocked, son.
Oh, okay.
And she looks at you and like that thing where time slows down happens again. Everything for you is happening very slowly. But like she drops her weapons and just like holds her hand in her head and just says, "Give me a second, okay? Just give me a second." And Holt, you're there for a while, actually. Her weapons have clattered to the floor. She's clutching her aching wound. And she paces around the room for a bit. And like she keeps looking back over at you and looking over at Daskius and looking back at your friends. And Holt, you spend maybe like 20 minutes here just sort of chilling out.
20 minutes, you say?
20 minutes.
Okay, that's some damage.
A lot of healing.
No, you don't heal any. Time has been stopped for you.
Oh, okay.
You get to perceive what's going on.
Way to get me excited, Reynolds.
Sorry. But she's just like off on her own for a while. You can't say anything. Like your eyes can't even move. You're just able to register what it is that they're seeing at their current.
Time is weird.
Time is acting super weird. She's in a time stop inside of a time stop, but she can't do anything in it. like after those 20 minutes elapses, she goes through the 5 stages of grief real quick.
Okay.
And she gets back to where she was in front of you and picks up perfection and picks up punishment and puts on her bravest face with tears streaking down from her eyes, and she announces, "I surrender." And Perfect recoils from her hand like it's a dirty thing. And like she is bloody and battered and super fucked up and like grievously wounded, but like there isn't like a final blow, there isn't like she's knocked unconscious, like nothing happens. She just like time resumes. So like meanwhile, back in reality, time resumes. Holt, you look like shit, man.
I do.
You got stabbed a lot. Like, I know most of your blood is on the inside.
2 hit points?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Things are bad. And like, but like everything just sort of reasserts itself. And you know what? For the sake of interest, Clem, everyone who's witnessing gets to watch the fight happen, but in fast motion. Able to witness, but powerless to do anything about it. And
so what was going on there at the end, if we perceived it? I mean, in terms of, could she have like walked away, healed herself, and
nope.
I mean, did she? Oh.
Nope, that's against the rules.
So we saw her kind of like stand off to the side and like do all.
Well, that happened like super fast. That happens in like
Okay.
the blink of an eye. Give me a perception roll to even recognize that it occurred.
Catch that frame.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Yeah, I think I did too. I got over 30.
Oh no, you need over a 40.
I got a 43. I saw it.
Well, shit. Yep, Clem, you see it. Make a sense motive roll. Does not need to be very high. You've seen this before.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen this with Myrna specifically before. An even 30.
I mean, anytime you've seen someone at their lowest, you've seen this. It's like the 5 stages of grief, you know. Bargaining, anger, all that shit. She was crunching the numbers. Like, it's not an incredibly high spellcraft roll to figure out what a headband of the Winter Wolf does. And Halt, how much damage does it do?
7d6.
7d6. So spoilers, she had 14 hit points. So the over-under on her getting totally wiped out by it were pretty high. And more so than that, she would need to overcome the 9 bleed damage she would take on the following turn. So she took some time to fucking figure out and crunch those numbers and count those cards and figure out whether it was worth it or not. And like now that that's over, like there's sort of like an awkward pause before anyone else acts, and she just sort of like steps into the corner and goes into fucking timeout. Like she just drops her whip. Perfect is just lying there on the floor, and she just extricates herself from the situation, leans up against the wall, and begins quietly weeping.
I look between her and Holt and go, Holt?
He's breathing super hard. He's not holding Audra. She's down the hall past you a ways.
Did we...
He's looking very Swiss cheese-like, I imagine.
No, all his holes are closed.
Yeah. The wounds are closed, but there's blood streaking the chains of his armor. That's, it's probably a lot in the moment.
That being said, Salandra, it's your turn.
What is Daskias doing?
He's getting out of his chair. When I say getting out, I mean he's gotten out. And he draws a falchion.
Fuck. Like to. Like, do something about my sister, but I think we have to deal with Daskius first. Oh, crap. Okay. You taking a free action. I am enchanting brother. That's a swift action. Enchanting brother to be Vorpal and Scion Bane.
Ooh!
And I am. I'm using a free action. Brother is spending a point from his arcane pool and adding to his damage. And so that'll be +5 damage in every attack.
Fuck yes.
And
Disgusting.
debuff or hit hard. I am going to.
Hard, hit hard.
I am going to hit him with an empowered cosmic ray from my tattoo. I'm also activating flight.
Right.
Jesus.
So, my touch attack bonus.
Oh, you're doing math over me.
Range touch attack. Plus. Range attack plus 20.
Let's say his touch
Okay.
AC is higher than you think, but not probably high enough.
And that is a 34.
That is a big hit.
Okay. So, I don't have enough dice for this. And I've got a lot of dice. Okay, I am just going to roll 9 dice 3 times, if that's easier.
9 dice. Oh, right. Because it's maximized? Or is it
This
extended?
empowered.
Right.
So it's 18 dice times 50 plus 50.
Right.
No.
Ooh, I hear dice being rolled.
Alright, so no save for the damage, but he has to make a fortitude save to see if he gets nauseated.
Does a 27 overcome the save?
It does.
No nausea.
Oh, there are his feet.
Oh shit, I still have the potion of heroism. I should have. It's okay.
But when, Halt? When would you have found the time for it?
Oh no, I drank it when we boarded the ship.
Oh, right.
I
So your
totally forgot because a week passed.
Right.
That's 106 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yes! Get him!
He eats that cosmic ray like a fucking champ. He is not bloodied.
And I believe that's all I can do. I activated flight, I enchanted my weapon, and I hit him with a pretty powerful attack.
Hit me with your best shot. Brr, 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 brr. Okay. So,
I can't quicken because I am enchanted. So it uses my swift action, otherwise I'd quicken my attack.
he would really love to kill your friend over there who's lying on the ground and basically can't defend himself, but when someone's throwing that shit out, you don't have time to land killing blows. So, Salandra, you're going to get charged.
Yep, I anticipated such.
What's your combat maneuver defense?
My combat maneuver defense is 30, but let's see, I get a bonus because of the sword grip.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I get +4 against Bull Rush. So.
This is not a bull rush.
But I'm also flying, so.
This is a sunder on your armor.
Ooh.
Pidge, could you hand me that list of armor hit points, and harnesses? Oh, ignore the harnesses. He doesn't have to worry about those.
Yeah, you
I
said
know
that.
I sent it in here.
this-
Give me,
I got it,
give
I
me a
got it,
few
I got it, I got
minutes.
it.
Okay.
The
I bookmarked that
celestial-
shit immediately.
You said that the Celestial was sort of the equivalent of Mithril in terms of metal hardness. Oh,
Yep.
that's right. You're saying hardness is not relevant. Great.
Sorry, Dave.
Good.
Yay! What kind of armor is it?
It is Celestial armor. +2.
Oh shit, that is not on the list.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique armor. Well, not unique, but sort of a.
Oh, what's its plus bonus?
Is +3.
Okay. So, for the sake of ease, I'm going to put it at breastplate strength, okay?
All right.
So it's got 55 hit points.
Yeah, it's a chain. It is chain mail.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right, so chainmail means it's got, at +3, it's got 55 hit points. Okay.
Yep.
So I have some bad news.
Is it sundered or is broken?
Well, okay. So you can't crit on a sunder unless you are using the gate breaker ability,
Which he is.
which he is using. But he's rolling his CMB against your armor class, so that's lower. And I am assuming that a 39 doesn't break your armor class.
It does.
Oh, you have been critically hit, sir. I will inform your next of kin.
Salandra.
Okay. So, the good news is your armor is going to take most of the damage.
Okay, the bad news is my armor is pretty much gone, huh?
Oh, your armor is toast. Because you're going to take...
Right, I do have... Is this adamantine damage?
Yes. This is an adamantium phase-locking, anchoring, keen falchion.
Ooh, that's
sorry.
a lot of damage!
Mercurial. Toss Mercurial on there. Okay.
I did have stone skin, but adamantine is the...
Is the Bane of Stone Skin everywhere?
is the Bane of stone skin.
Okay. So let me do some math real quick. You take 149 points of damage, and your armor eats 55 of that.
Okay, so that means I took 96 points of damage, is that right?
Yes. I'm gonna need a fortitude save versus massive damage. I should mention also, as he gets off his throne, he pulls his devil trigger and gets all gemmed up.
Oh, just love it.
Oh,
Great.
Sorry.
I didn't think he could do that.
Oh yeah, he's done it before. It's just not nearly as powerful as
Gotcha.
Holtz.
Alright, that was a 37.
Woo! Yeah, you're totally good. You focus on the rage and anger that you remember from that time that motherfucker broke your goddamn wrists, and you hold your guts in. But there is a cut that goes from your left shoulder down to your right hip, and your armor has has an open flap it's totally busted.
Hopefully that, because he did a charge, that's all he's doing.
That is all he's doing. That's all he's
good.
got. He hits you with his best shot, and he only gets one. That being said, when his turn God. Okay. A lot of things are gonna happen. But initiative continues. Holt, you got your turns. So Clementine, it's your turn.
Okay, we're doing this now. All right. And Clem runs over to Holt and casts heal.
Holt, you regain like 180 hit points.
Yep. Yeah, 10 hit points per level.
And oddly enough, he is still not full.
No, he's not. He is just barely not bloody, I think. I need to do math. But yeah, I regained those hit points.
You get like, what, 250, 260 or something?
260.
I was about to say, Holt, I was trying to make a callback to that. It's the same move he used on you.
It's true.
Except now his sword is bigger and betterer. And his crits are bigger and betterer. Back to the top of initiative. It's Selena. She cries. Slandra, back to you.
Okay, fun. I hate to burn my swift action, but I have too many fucking swift actions. That's the problem.
Ah! I mean, you could always replace a move action with a swift action, but then that eliminates your full round attack.
All right. I'm just checking to make sure that I'm right about quicken, but I can't do it if I'm doing using another swift action.
That's an important thing to check.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it is just a swift action. So. Yep, casting a quicken spell is a swift action, right there in the first line.
Woo!
Well, fuck. Alright, I have a feeling that I am going to need to use accurate attack against this bastard.
What is it?
It's the one that makes all of my melee attacks into touchdowns.
That's a good idea.
So I'm going to...
Because, he has a buckler. It looks very similar to the buckler that that Holt gave to Grub.
All right, I am making all of my attacks are going to be as touch attacks, and the first of these I am using spell combat. I am casting defensively, freaking obviously, and the first will be a spell strike using a maximize, which I only have maximized vampire touches. I'm also, before I'm doing that, I'm using another 2 points from Brother's Arcane Pool to make all of his. Oh no, I don't need to bother with that. I have enough trading. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. All right. So spell strike, vampire. And that I rolled an 18, which is definitely a critical threat. It's at plus 25, so that's a 43 against his touch.
Yes, you hit him. You do not confirm your critical hit.
I can't confirm critical hit?
You can't.
Oh. Fuck.
Heavy fortification is a hell of a drug.
Okay. All right. So that means I'm just going with my baseline damage. All right. So the.
Do you think I'm gonna let you critically hit my big bad? Do you really think I'm gonna let that happen?
All right. So 54 points of untyped damage.
Yep.
And I get those as temporary hit points.
Yeah, baby.
And these attacks are all Bane. And brothers that additional +5 I gave him. So let's see how we do here. First attack is 12. It's normally +12, so it's plus 17. So, alright, first attack does 29 points of damage. But, in addition to the 54 from the untyped damage.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you know? DR rules.
I also go through 18 points of DR.
Not if it's untyped.
It's, I mean, the way that the thing is written, it's the only thing I don't penetrate through. It's that anathema. Abomination's anathema.
What? This DR is representative of his ability to ignore pain.
Oh, okay.
Good old barbarian DR. It's not that much.
Yeah. So, where it's relevant, I ignore 18 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a nasty trick.
All right. So 3 more attacks. It would have been nice to be hasted, but I just couldn't afford it. Second attack is a 32 against his touch. Is that a hit?
Oh, that's a hit.
Should I just roll my attacks and then get to do the damage after?
Yeah, just roll the hit and tell me if you roll a 1. If you don't roll a 1, nothing bad happens.
Okay, don't roll a 1 next time. And my last attack is... All of these are fucking critical, criticals in the critical range.
Yep.
I out of those 4 attacks, 3 of them would have been crits.
Yep.
All right. So, do you need the numbers on those in terms of the
To hit? No. His touch AC is 19, man. I don't know if you can miss it.
Okay. Yeah. Not really. Not in the rolls I made. So, okay. Just a note that the bane damage is untyped. If that's all. Okay. Second attack is 29 points of damage. Third attack, fuck. That is a 34 points of damage. That was a 17 on 3d6, so that was exciting.
Nice.
That would have been a nice stat roll. And last one is 27.
Okay. You chop them up real good. Real good.
Fuck, you fucker.
He takes a few steps away, coughs up some blood, shoulders his falchion, chuckles a bit. Salundra Patalis, do you know what a phase-locking, anchoring weapon does to a spellcaster?
Is that the one that prevents teleports?
It is. It does. I have a way off the ship. You do not. Goodbye, Cilantro Patalis. And he disappears.
Is that a spell?
No. It's that teleporter thing he's been using every single time he has escaped.
It's a fucking panic button.
He's such a pussy.
You kicked his ass pretty hard. And he goes away, but Selena is still there. That fight didn't go on as long as I wanted to bring in the weird fucked up geometry, so it's starting to hit now.
Fuck. Yep, burned through all of my actions, so I don't even have anything to... I didn't get an attack opportunity when he backed away.
That's a 5-foot step, does not provoke.
Oh, fuck. Oh. I walk over. Oh, you fucking okay?
You fly
Yeah,
over.
I'm good.
You guys are like flopping around, bouncing up and down as this thing rapidly loses. Gravity has.
I go over to Selena.
Hey.
What's this?
He's not wrong. There's no other way off the ship. He destroyed all the escape pods.
That's the fucking dick.
Where's my sword, Reynolds?
What?
I just
Not important. Carry on.
touch her hair.
About to say, that cruel black blade is now just sort of like bouncing around in the center of the room, floating in the air.
I think with two Batala sisters, we can do pretty much fucking anything.
Probably, yeah.
That being said, can I call my mom to me?
No.
Oh, crap. Oh, that would have been nice.
That is not how that works.
If I become a large enough air element, can I fly with everybody?
You could, but you don't have any egress out of the ship.
We can't just blast a hole in the wall?
What are you gonna blast it with?
Magic.
Well,
What kind of magic?
I can do untyped. I have another cosmic ray in me, and I can maximize it. I think if I have a good idea of an exterior wall, that should pretty much get through most exterior walls.
Oh, a cosmic ray will definitely cut a slit in the wall, but it won't be able to get you out.
I mean, I can also summon an elemental swarm of any type of elemental I want and just pummel the shit out of the wall.
How about an elder purple worm and just rip this
That's
shit
true.
open like a
Pull
zipper?
an Ant-Man.
Show me that beautiful purple worm footage. You're gonna want to have some place to hide so you don't fucking die.
I can raise a wall of force while this is going on.
That'll protect you.
Oh, I actually also have disintegrate memorized. It just occurs to me.
There we go. That will blow out a chunk of ship.
Reynolds, can I please try to reclaim my sword?
You can.
Thank
Roll that beautiful. I mean, try is the operative word.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check. Because you're having a fucking hard time moving.
Alright, that's gonna be a 26.
A 26 will get you out into the hall. And there goes, damn it, what's the name of your... there goes Audra, fucking flopping around going down the hallway. You're gonna have to chase after it.
Yep.
I turn into an air elemental.
Oh, and go get it?
Yep.
Yep. That takes 1 round. You don't know how many rounds you have before you land, but you have used up 2 of them. That being said, Salandra, you have 2 more rounds to execute Operation Disintegrate.
Alright, I'm looking for an exterior wall. If I can figure out which, if the ceiling, for instance, is an exterior wall, that's what I want to target. Does this seem like this chamber was designed to be like the Star Trek the bridge?
Not quite, but when you explain, I'm going to disintegrate the wall, Seems like aim up, and she points towards what would be the ceiling, which has become the far wall. As you guys are totally nosediving.
Does this, let's see, disintegrate.
Let's say disintegrate destroys like 20 cubic feet of matter. And the ship would get a save, except it fucking doesn't.
Yeah, would it matter if I maximized it, or would that make a difference?
In this instant, you know, I'll say yes.
Okay.
It'll make a bigger hole.
Alright, I will do a maximize disintegrate through that beautiful roof.
Alright
Do I
then.
need to roll anything?
Nope. You just do it, and then explosive decompression takes care of the rest.
Alright. I grab hold of Selena. I know Hulk can take care of himself. I'm not sure if Selena can.
So Hull, your experience is awful and incredibly nauseating until the Ring of Featherfall takes over.
Oh, thank goodness.
And Clementine, yours is weird because you pop out of the hole and then you're just there. Like, you don't go up, you don't go down, you get sucked out of the hole briefly as air pressure differentiates, and then you're just, yep, I'm here now. Meanwhile, Selena and Salandra are, you know, at about 800 feet as the ship crashes into the sand wastes and fucking explodes. Everybody give me a beautiful, beautiful perception roll.
Sure.
Happily.
A 13.
31.
36.
36. Clementine, you're the only one who sees it. There is a Catman-shaped shape that falls out of the hole. So, this thing is nosediving, and when you destroy the roof, it starts pinwheeling through the air, tumbling. I
completely forgot about Captain.
It's okay, he wouldn't have made it out anyway. He was fucked. And you see a Catman-shaped shape, like, jump out of the hole in the ship and get smashed by the hull. And he does not escape the ship's explosion radius as he gets caught terribly in the blast.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Oh my god. I fly over.
You fly over.
Slander did not see that. Where the fuck is McCavity?
And no one can
escaped.
see Clem. I'm sorry, Clementine hasn't...
He's got a wand for every purpose. Of course he dimension doored off.
Right? Right? Yeah, of course. I mean, he would have, but wand use penalties are wild when you're in a ship experiencing explosive decompression, and sometimes the prize is too good. Clem, you hurriedly rush over and you look at his.
Do you guys know how they trap monkeys in India?
Don't.
No.
They put out jars with sweets in the bottom of the jar.
Yep.
So they're like a little bit of fruit, a little bit of candy, and the opening of the monkey trap is wide enough the monkey can slip its hand in, and then it grabs the sweet, and then it tries to get out, and it can't get out without releasing the sweet, and it never wants to release the sweet, so they just walk by and they find the monkeys with their hands still trapped in the jars and club them to death.
That is essentially what's happening to your buddy right now. Except, in this instance, the club was a pinwheeling ship. Clem, he's pretty fucking dead. Like, poor bastard is missing a lot of his skull.
I scoop him up.
You can't. He's too heavy.
Huh.
Isn't she an air elemental?
Hmm?
I thought she was a giant air elemental right now.
Yeah, but he's holding something that's too heavy for her to lift.
Is he holding the key?
Clutched in his little cat claws is the final piece of the key. But Clem, that can't be. Selena's wearing it around her neck. Right where Rivo left it.
Huh. Well. Huh. Have we landed yet?
They haven't, no.
Okay.
Your
I'm gonna
fly
just
speed is...
patiently wait for them.
Okay. Well, you're an air elemental. They can't see you. They don't know where to aim.
Away from the giant flaming wreckage.
I would say once I've landed, I will just go back to human form.
Okay. McCavity's corpse is well out of the way of the flaming wreckage, but it wasn't out of the way of the blast radius. But yeah, like you move some things over in his coat, which is miraculously survived. But it's magic, so that's not too
I was gonna
bizarre.
say, is he an like person-shaped cat or cat-shaped cat?
He is a person-shaped cat.
Okay.
He's a cat man. Well, what's left of him anyway.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what shape he was supposed to be in, he would be literally unidentifiable. His fur has been completely burned away. He's a blackened, burned husk, missing most of his head.
Well, fuck.
Like, Cavity's dead, bruh. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. But y'all spy a halfling off in the sands who, I assume you're trying to get their attention?
Mm-hmm. Waving both hands, but not jumping up and down.
Featherfall is slow.
It's super fucking slow. You're up in the air for like 8 more minutes, and you're not even gonna land anywhere near them. I mean, you could take the ring off and just... No, don't.
The temptation is there, but mostly I'm just going to tell Jakara, thanks for saving my ass.
Yeah, but we didn't get to kill her.
No, we didn't. Next time.
Ooh. So Salandra, do you fly Selena down to Clementine?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you barely make out the charred remains of McCavity?
What happened to that dude? Fuck.
Selena looks at it.
I don't recognize the body at all, probably. I think my medicine skill is terrible.
You recognize the coat.
Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. And
And you
Looks
recognize
like he
the
got-
key that he's holding.
Hit by the ship.
oh man.
Selena just looks at the corpse and inquires, "What the hell is this thing?"
Is she looking at the corpse or at the key?
The corpse. Which is weird, because she has the key around her neck. Oh.
He's a friend.
I don't have 10,000 GP of diamond dust on me at the moment.
And Clementine is religiously opposed to resurrection.
What Clementine can't, yeah. Essentially, it's one of those, I'm not going to ask her.
Better to beg forgiveness than ask permission.
Right.
Exactly. What is she going to do? Kill McCavity if I bring him back?
Maybe later.
And Clementine kind of pulls your shoulder so you're down to her level and say, "Look at what he's holding."
I look over at the one around Selena's neck.
Selena.
Is that a decoy?
Let's say Selena's no good at lying, and she says, "Yeah."
All right, that makes sense.
So, no offense, but you might have noticed that your father's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I noticed. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Not necessarily.
She gives you a dead ass look, says nothing, pulls the decoy from out around her neck, tosses it into the dust, and picks up the real one.
So, you on our side now?
I mean, if you'll have me. Got nothing better to do.
At the end of the day, I've met most of my family for the first time past few months. And it does fucking matter. And I tried to say it didn't matter with you, but fuck, it's been gnawing at me ever since. You're my fucking sister. You're you and our uncle, the only family we really got. If you're through with that fucking asshole and you want a family, you've got one. And one that will not run away from you when the going gets tough.
She does a pretty good job at hiding her emotions, and she just nods and says, "Thanks." Solandra, make a sense motive.
That is a 38.
That was an uncharacteristic response. You've seen her in perfect's thrall, and out of it. That thing doesn't have control over her anymore. She just surrendered. She's no longer perfect. She can't wield it. So why is she still acting like she is? Residual effect, maybe? You're not quite certain. But something seems wrong.
Can I pop a heal check?
Roll up beautiful heal footage.
I have no idea. I rolled a 1.
I mean, she's gone through a lot. Maybe it's just shock.
That would be my guess. Here, everyone hold still. And I'm going to, run out my charges of cure wound spells to bring everyone back to full.
Have I caught up with everyone?
You do now.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. D.
Solandra's doing pretty well for someone whose guts should be hanging out.
I would say she's probably got temporary HP, right?
Yep. It's interesting that that little bulge of intestine is sort of being held in by this dark, wispy-looking magic.
Like, huh, it kind of looks like you got a hernia thing going on there. Let me just fix that for you.
Just push
Put
it
that
back.
just right back on in.
Oh, fuck, I hated that. Ah!
Okay, there you go.
Most of the people he does that to don't survive. Nice work, sis.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh. He might be a fucking dick, but he can definitely give a punch. Not quite as good at taking it, though, is he?
No. Well, he's been training.
I don't think he'd know. He runs away before he gets a chance.
A wisp of a smile goes on her face, and she stifles a chuckle.
Selena, here, and because I say heal Salandra first. Can I heal you up, Selena?
Yeah, go for it. Do you think I'm gonna stop you?
No, I just...
Are you
the
okay
last
with us?
Scion I knew wouldn't let me.
What was that, Solandra?
I was just asking, Selena, are you okay without that thing?
I'm gonna put that up as a big no. Feel pretty naked, quite frankly.
Oh, well, if it's a conservation, I'm kind of literally fucking naked at the moment. I know. I think I know a little bit about feeling. But that thing wasn't. It wasn't your friend.
No. It was my taskmaster. It was my slaver. But it was also power.
So is that.
You've got to understand, Sal. I haven't lost a fight in... Like, she sort of goes inward and starts counting on her hands and toes. I haven't lost a fight in 56 years.
Oh, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
The way you access the powers of the Scion. Did Marduk ever speak to you?
What? No. What are you talking about?
Hold. Fuck. What the hell? Let's bring it over.
What?
Your bag.
Oh, hell, right here?
Why the fuck not?
Maybe because there's bits of ship crashing down all around us?
Oh, I should mention, off in the distance, you see your ship take a dig or two. It's not a crash, like it's a rough landing.
We might want to save this for a time when we don't have to go save the rest of our friends.
Oh, it's way off there. You won't have enough time to go save them. Like, it might take you less time for Salandra to rest, shake off the phase walking, and then teleport. But if you want to walk, you go right ahead.
Flight. I don't have enough flight duration to make it there super fast.
And Clem, there are no trees to stride in.
I mean, I can fly pretty fast as a lightning elemental, but I could only bring myself and Toby. I pat my pocket.
Can we wind walk?
Clem shakes her head. I didn't prepare that spell.
Wind walking wasn't a priority today. Which reminds you, someone's gonna need to find Lobo. He can survive for a while with broken legs in the sands, but he's gonna be thirsty.
Can you send them a messenger?
Animal messenger? To see which way it takes off.
Well, just to make sure they're okay. Shouldn't take too long.
I think animal messenger would probably be a pretty effective way to track him down.
It's pretty effective. Well, how many ranks do you have in survival?
10?
Oh, then yeah, you can totally track the thing's trail.
Cool. Let's find our friends and
Go from there.
yeah.
Hopefully. I think I got some blood in my lungs and cut through them.
Oh shit, let me here, open your mouth for me. And check to see if Salandra has a punctured lung.
Can you tell by looking down someone's throat?
I have no
Well,
idea, I'm just...
I'll actually use my regenerative sinew on myself too.
Heyo! How about that popped lung you have? Not anymore. In a few hours, you'd really be feeling that. Well, more like a few minutes, but you get the point.
Speaking of just a few minutes, actually, by the time Holt caught up to you, he only needed 8 minutes to regen the rest of the health he was missing. So, if you go to heal him, Clem, he's just gonna wave you off.
Oh, well,
No, I'm good, actually.
okay.
Selena just looks at you, Holt, and she just asks, "Did you sign up for the Troll Blood trial?"
No.
Oh, good. There have been no survivors yet. Or, well, there weren't any survivors, and I guess there will never have another chance to try it.
Hey, I did close to 200 points of damage to him in one round.
Yeah, you did.
Clem, do you cast Animal Messenger to find Lobo and Gunner?
Yes.
Well, they both had... You summoned 2 adorable small trash crabs.
Oh.
They just burrow out of the ground, and they're like, "What's this?"
Oh, you got dinner. Great.
No, those are for helping.
Oh, fuck.
You give them each a morsel of food, and they're like, "All right."
Those guys are almost as tasty as the baby giant scorpions.
Woo! Those things are good eatins.
And when you steam them, nothing like them.
We'll have some others after. These have a job to do.
Selena just looks at the fiery, smoldering wreckage and looks at her hips and says, "Fuck, I'll be right back."
Her hips? Oh.
Okay.
And she jumps into a fiery hole in the inferno. After a few minutes, she crawls out another end, and she's got her whip. There, I'm not totally useless.
Oh, all right.
We're letting you be armed? He looks at Salandra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing
Okay.
you Killing you doesn't exactly mean anything to me anymore.
That's fine.
Assist.
I'd like to see you try.
The power that Perfect gave you is nothing by comparison to the power you can have.
She looks super weirded out. Also, Salandra, give me another sense motive roll.
That's a 33?
33.
No, 34.
34. Can someone give her some assistance?
Sure. I would love to. Sense motive?
Yes.
15.
15. Oh, okay, that's worth a +2. Can anyone else give her a hand?
Yeah. An even 30.
There we go. That's a +6. +2, +6, 41. Okay.
That's for... Oh, yeah.
Salandra, I'm not saying that somebody kidnapped your sister and made a fake version of your sister, but your sister isn't acting right.
Yeah.
The carefree, wild, abandoned free spirit that you knew and spent a night of terrible passion with, 7 months ago, this is not her. If Holt had, the response that she should have given Holt is, he's like, "We're gonna let you have a weapon?" And she's like, "I don't really care about killing you anymore." The Selena you knew would have killed him for fun.
Alright, I am still wearing the freaking goggles. I never took them off.
Yep.
So nothing unusual there, right?
No. She's not actually a doppelganger in disguise or anything.
Do you, do I have a similar thought to Salandra here? Does Salandra say this aloud?
Well, I know her better than you guys do, so But I haven't had, it's one of those things. It's hard to kind of like talk in front of her and say, "Wow, you fucking seem to have completely changed your personality."
Exactly.
Mm.
I would say if you point it out to Clem, she has thoughts, but I don't want to get meta.
I will. I do plan on talking to Clem as soon as like Selena's not an easy earshot, probably. Because I don't have a clue. I mean, aside from the fact that she's been through incredible crap. Though there is one other person I can talk to.
It's true. Oh, no, I was going to say brother.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. 2 other people I can talk to.
Oh, Jesus. So you guys go after these trash crabs.
I would say if we're just hoofing it, I'm just going to turn into like a big ass dinosaur and carry us.
Sweet. Everybody get on the Triceratops.
Toot toot.
All aboard the idiot wagon.
Dave, don't die.
That's an order.
Yeah, my cough is back for some reason. Sorry.
Dave, I assume
Perfect.
you're...
Happy spring.
Given I had a foul check for my lungs, so
Hey, you sound incredible, all things considering.
Oh God, Pidge, thank you so much for posting that image of Tom Hanks with his hand in a pickle jar. but I want a pickle.
It's supposed to be a GIF, but it didn't load correctly.
You can't copy image in for GIFs. It just copies the
Gotcha.
frame.
Gotcha.
You have to copy image location.
Gotcha. Thank you.
hey sis, someone you should probably meet. I pull out brother and I hold brother so that she can touch the hill.
She like gently, gingerly reaches out her hands to touch the hilt, and her eyes closes. She experiences some very powerful rapid eye movement, and then she vomits all over Clementine.
Oh. I turn back into a. I would say I'm probably still Am I still Triceratops form?
You're still a Triceratops. Like, you
Okay.
barely even notice it.
I kind of pause and make a Triceratops grunt. Oh, what's going on up there? Everything all right?
Yes?
I hesitate to leave Perfect lying in there.
Yeah, no. She takes her hand off the pommel, and just, like, clutches her stomach as she just sputters. How do you deal with that thing? It's sick. You just carry it around all the time?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's a part of me.
Okay.
I'm not kidding when I call him brother.
No, I get that, but, like, mine was like a second brain. Yours is like a sick appendix.
Well, no, he's pretty smart.
Yeah. Too clever for his own good. Christ. At least
It makes
Perfect wasn't so loud. Sorry, I'm just not used to being me. That's a lie.
Well, Perfect is still in there. What should we do about him?
I don't know. Leave him for someone else to find. No one else would be able to wield him anyway. The thing is useless. Let some junker go after the wreck. It'll kill them like it killed... It will kill them like it killed all of its other pupils.
How did you swear?
By never making a mistake.
I just lightly brush her cheek with my fingers.
You can't begin to understand how excruciating my youth was.
Well, I'll find it all right.
I started
Everything, good and bad.
I started wielding it when I was 7. I got my first day off when I was 26. He's not forgiving.
Fuck. You're in my blood. I slip out of the my sundered armor. I walk over to Selena. I extend my hands.
And Dave, that sentiment is the final catalyst. You've been doing a lot of Kira-esque things this entire time, and the willing to put you and your principles on the line in order to in order to make this work is the final piece of the puzzle. So, Solandra's skin becomes iridescent. The world seems pale in comparison. Halt, you feel a pang of jealousy that doesn't belong to you? And like, okay, Salandra, you feel weird.
I figured.
Like, so what's the range on detect magic? 30 feet? Kira doesn't have a range on her detect magic. It's like playing Arkham Asylum in detective mode all the time. You can see everything.
I casually shrug off the dimensional anchor.
Oh, yep. That just gets shrugged right the fuck off. It's like a rope tied around your hands, tied around your wrists, and you just.
The way I visualize it is, I'm just walking towards Selena, and I feel a slight tug at my ankle, and I look down briefly and smile. Snap.
Salandra, the world you're living in is an eternal star-filled sky. Like, to Kira, it's always dusk. The light of the sun is washed away in the iridescent stream of all of the other stars.
That's a nice way to look at it.
Like, the world is kaleidoscopic, neon, colorful, beautiful.
I go over to Selena. Kira doesn't really walk, so I'm higher than her.
I mean, you can walk on air if you feel like it.
I look down at her. I reach out a hand to her, put actually a hand on each of her cheeks, and place a kiss on her forehead, and say, "You know the choices that I offer."
Yes. She looks at you almost unseeingly, tears instantly streaming down her face like Niagara Falls, Frankie. And like her mouth is agape at the majesty of you. Please.
Choose, dear one.
Please save me.
My hands stay at her, around her face, and I rest my forehead against hers. And I will. Ronald, I'm guessing here, but I will take in her history.
Oh man.
I will take in all the things, the crap that's been done with her, and all the crap that she's been done.
That's a really, 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 really good fucking idea. You can't take it from her. That would be wrong. No. But you can share it.
I'm going to forgive her.
Okay.
I'm going to accept who she is.
So you get the life of Selena abridged, and man, it's pretty shitty. She's basically been railroaded her entire life, like most of the chosen up above.
I'm gonna clean off the last debris of that abominable thing that she had.
Here's the thing, Sal. You get to you get to basically the final insult, which came about a year ago. No, later than that. It came about a couple weeks ago. Before they landed the dreadnought and went to go into the graveyard, they put one of those bombs in her neck. You suddenly gained the understanding, living through her life, that Daskius had the idea that she might lose, and if she did, she was supposed to go with you, and then she was supposed to betray you. And if at any point she decided not to play ball, he'd blow her up. Probably taking some of you with her. But having gone through her history, you understand that this is going on, and you can feel like every part in her being wants to tell you what's wrong with her, but if she does, that triggers the bomb.
I smile gently. In the worlds the curious scene that Sandra can now observe, there is an expression. It is used by a noble profession in a world very different from this one. The expression is "return to sender." Let's send that fucking bomb back to where it came from.
Got it. The ship is the dreadnought is embroiled in a fresh inferno.
Well, I meant to ask you, so it's actually specifically where I was wanting to send it back there.
That is where you wanted it to go, but you don't know where he is, and it is returned to sender, and that is where it was installed, and the installer is dead on the ship. But now the ship is extra exploded. Thanks. Oh, God.
You're free from that.
Yeah.
You're free from her. In this state, can I feel perfect? It's from the sort of fragments left behind on her.
Yes, you can. You recognize its scent.
Can perfect be broken by a god?
Yeah. She says.
I extend a hand and I take those fragments of the corruption on her, and I call perfect to me.
Yup, that happens.
And I take Solange's reservoirs need to be recovered.
What do you mean? No, at this point you're casting it like as a 40th level cleric.
Okay, essentially I was just going to drain the power from perfect, and then once the power is gone, it's just a hunk of resin.
Solandra, you don't want to do that. You don't want to drink that filth.
Yeah, that's true.
Break it. That being said, before you go to break it, Selena requests, could you please take that away? I'm afraid it'll explode or something.
As you wish. I'll hurl perfect away from me, and as I do, let it wither.
Okay, so you chuck that sword, and with the last of your goddess's power, it's filthy magic streaks across the sand, turning it to glass before it explodes.
Do I have enough energy left to summon Lobo and Gunnar here and heal them?
No. That was also like never in the cards. I know you're only limited to 9th level spells, but I don't know if there is a spell that just summons someone to you, not without preparation, because you can put Dromji's instant summons on a person.
Well, I guess I could bring us to them, but we're kind of on the way anyway. So.
Right. But hey, you blew up an artifact, you figured out about a devilish plot, you circumvented a piece of plot significance, and you turned Selena over to your side immediately. And the guise of the tattooed maiden falls away, and you go back to being just a regular, plain old, pale, tattooed elf.
I fall to my feet and stumble a bit. And wobble on my freaking legs. What's the price for this?
Nothing. You didn't do anything over the top. You used your primary power, and you used a goddess power, and like teleporting a bomb out of someone. That's just like a 9th level spell. Destroying an artifact is like another god level power. Like you didn't do anything crazy. And when I said you need to stop, you said okay. So you feel a little tuckered out, but otherwise you feel fine.
Wow.
Oh, what?
That was a lot.
That was incredible.
Holy shit, so.
Oh, wow. It's a fucking awesome way to see the world.
Now the world seems so dull in comparison. Oh well.
Well. Hey.
Hey.
Is this you okay?
Yeah. No. I'm fine. I just went through a lot right there. Okay. All right. She gets up on the Triceratops and walks over to you, Holt, and extends a hand.
I look at her hand, I look at her. Waiting for her to say something. I don't make a move to shake her hand.
That's okay if we're not on handshaking basis. I understand what you put. I've put you through, Holt, and I'm sorry. I hurt you real bad, and I shouldn't have.
That's something.
Yeah.
And if it were just me, I think I could forgive that. But you know what you did.
I didn't push that button. But I'll admit I didn't do anything to stop it either.
I'm gonna need a little more time.
That's okay. I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to everyone. We've got a long lifespan, Holt. And we've got a lot of very particular skills.
He nods at that, but
my sis and I will make it right.
Seems weird that you do.
And she makes some acrobatic moves and gets up onto Clementine's head and just like leans into one of her ears and whispers, "I'm sorry I stabbed you in the stomach."
And the goat.
What?
And the goat.
I'm sorry about stabbing the goat too.
No, she forced Toby to stay in statue form and broke our connection.
Right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Perfect gets vindictive again around quote unquote lesser magics.
I put a hand on her shoulder. God.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Let's go find her.
Solandra's looking mournfully at her incredibly expensive armor that's like wears like cloth.
About to say, you're pretty naked out here. You're gonna need something to cover you up from the sun at least.
Holt's gonna offer his cloak.
Oh, she has a duster.
Okay, yep.
He offers it anyway.
He is a gentleman.
He is old as a gentleman.
Thanks, Holt. I do appreciate it.
Okay. So you guys trundle through the sands for a while, following one of these trash crabs. You trundle through the sands for like 2 hours. And, oh shit, there he is.
Oh, that's Lobo.
He's taken his armor off, and he's using like part of his shirt. He's used his axe and his shirt to create like sort of a lean-to to keep himself in the shade. And he's just laying there and like... Like, you're dealing with a survival expert, guys. Like, he's like, well...
Did he splint his legs?
As well as he could. Like, in their current state, he's absolutely not going to be able to walk on them, like, at all. But he's just lying there, and he sees you, like, he sees the dinosaur, and he gives it a wave, seeing all of you on it.
I head on over.
Thanks, guys.
And,
if you can straighten legs, I can kill him.
I go down on one Triceratops knee to let everyone off.
Hop right off.
And he's like, okay, well, I'm good at field dressing, but I have no idea how to fix these busted things. And those legs look broke as hell. They're not like snapped at awful angles or anything, and there's no bones poking through any parts, but like it is like clearly evident from the sight of them that they are broken. Oh, like one of them is broken at the knee, so it like bends back too much. Like you can't walk on that. And the other one is like just tilted off to the left.
Clem transforms back. He goes, fortunately, I broken legs in my wheelhouse.
Thanks.
And I will, with Solandra's help, roll a heal check to
set those legs.
Put his legs back where his legs should be.
Got it.
I don't want to. Solandra doesn't want to see what happens when she tries to regenerate somebody if the bones aren't in the right place.
I
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, don't do that.
Accurately speaking, it doesn't. At that point, his legs would be stuck in a position where they don't work properly, and they would have to be re-broken.
Or, chopped off.
I can draw them back.
Still, he asks for either some booze to numb the pain, or a leather strap to bite on.
I can help with both of those things.
I just tap his forehead.
Sleep.
Slumber, yeah.
Oh, well, that works too.
That's super effective. You tap his head, and he's like, oh, this is sleep magic. I should fend this off. And then that turns into, wait, no, this is sleep magic. I should...
This is the good sleep.
This is the good shit.
I want this sleep.
Clem, well, I mean, there's nothing to re-break, so it doesn't require any strength checks. You just, like, have to fish around his legs to put them in the right spots.
Thanks for knocking him out, Solandra. This is a lot easier.
It's so much easier. One of his kneecaps seems to be shattered, but the regenerative sinew should put that back together.
Okay, as Clementine, essentially as Clementine sets the bones, I'll attempt to just seal them up.
It's super effective. Not too long after you're done, he wakes with a start and just said, okay, still hurt in my dreams, but, not as bad. Ugh. And he does not kip up. He does sit up. Grab his axe, put his armor and clothes back on. Fixes his axe to his...
Lobo, this is Selena, who was our enemy until recently. But she's on the side of the angels now, as they say. Solandra just smiles mysteriously at that comment.
Got it. Scion shit. Okay, you know what? If you had mentioned any lesser magic, I'd have told you to piss off, but, when the gods are involved, I guess you don't get to say no. And Selena responds, actually, you get a choice to say no. It's just tremendously ill-advised.
Yeah. That would have been not good. I would have been very unhappy.
But the other trash crab has sort of gotten out of sight.
Oh, shit. Alright, everybody on. I take a Triceratops knee and...
Okay.
They all mount up.
Does being a Triceratops give me a benefit survival?
What?
Does being a Triceratops give me a benefit to trying to track this trash crab that's wandered off?
No.
Okay.
But you realize, based on the direction that it was going, it's headed toward the crashed ship.
Okay.
And you remember, oh yeah, Gunnar can fly.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He just never used it because he couldn't see. But now that he can see, he can use it.
Makes sense.
Well,
We head shipward.
Clementine's been leaving giant Triceratops tracks and tail marks in the dirt, in the sand. So Gunnar, even if he isn't a tracker, might have been able to notice that one.
It's true. And the Razor winds aren't up too high today. But you guys get to the not smoldering ruin of your ship, but the totally busted ruin of your ship.
Ass busted.
Oh, fuck. I should have resurrected fucking McCavity when I was Kira. Ah! Damn it.
Wop wop.
Do you say that aloud or no?
No, Slandra starts hitting her head violently.
Selena grabs your wrist and just says, stop.
Fuck. So, oh man.
Because you're a Batalus, you're a genius, and you're a moron at the same time.
That's fair. Alright, we probably had to put McCavity in the bag of whole thing.
But say, did you take him with you?
We definitely were taking McCavity with us because there are trash crabs. If we didn't, he would be gone by the time we get back.
That's fair. Hull, any objections to bringing McCavity's, the good news, he won't bleed on anything. There's not enough blood left in him, number one. And number two, he is cauterized.
No objections.
You shove his fucking corpse in the bag.
How much does he weigh?
Not a lot, actually. I think I've listed his weight on his sheet.
Probably lost some body mass with carbonization.
Oh, that's true.
Give me an
McCavity's
approximate weight.
McCavity's weight was 167 pounds, but take that down to like 147.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, no, he fits in the bag of holding.
number one, he fits. Number two, he's 24 years old. He's dead as shit. I mean, for a catfolk, 24 is getting not old, but like getting to what's the first stage of age?
Middle age.
Yeah.
What I'm in?
Yes. He would be getting onto middle age, and then there's old, and then there's venerable. In any event, as you guys approach the ship, like there's a gigantic crack open in it. And oh, someone's hanging out outside. Let me figure out who it is. It is Atrial. Atrial is hanging out outside.
Oh, yeah, Selena, it's something I probably should explain. That's our mother.
Okay. And she's a ghost.
And she's a gift.
Got it.
Yeah, a little trick of mine.
Well, I'm afraid you've already seen all of my tricks.
We've got a few. Hey, Mom. A little surprise for you.
And she rushes up and hugs her daughter.
Me or the other one?
Yes. And she looks at you and Salandra. She looks at you, Salandra, and just says, "I'm sorry. All I've got is bad news."
Fuck. Did anyone die?
Yes.
We lose.
Your uncle.
Holy fuck! How did that happen?
He caught 2 laser blasts and perished.
Jeez. No.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, they boarded the ship. Lobo's crew and I did a very good job of fending them off. And I implored Gallither to get away from the front, and he was dead set on using his music to inspire the fighters. And when they realized he was doing that, they focused fired on him, and there were 5 blasts headed his way, but I could only stop 3. I didn't know the remaining 2 would kill him.
Shit.
He was very old, though. He was the older brother, so that would put him around 920, I think.
Yeah, he said that one. Told me that one.
So don't feel bad. He lived a beautiful life, and he died the way he would have wanted to. Sarush is also in critical condition, but he'll live. He suffered a...
I thought his chrysalis was invulnerable.
It's not invulnerable, it's just very resilient. He suffered a breach, but didn't suffer any spillage. Zoltan is Zoltan and his remaining attendants are putting him back together.
We have to get back. We're looking for Gunnar.
Yes, he returned.
He's returning
Is he
to the
alright?
ship.
No, he's already back. He got here before you did.
Well, I had a teleportation dimensional anchor on me at first. And then we had to try to track down Lobo before the sun and the trash crabs got.
Right.
But we can go back now. Mom, do you want to do the honors? You still have it?
What are you insinuating?
Teleportation.
Where to?
Well, we should get back to the ship, I think.
No, this is the ship.
Well, I mean, our ship.
This is your ship.
Oh. Oh, I thought that we were going back to the Dreadnought.
No. You follow Gunnar's trail back to your ship.
Sorry.
And
Got it now.
it's not exploded, but it is busted.
I thought that was going to take us a lot longer to do, so that was the thing.
I mean, it did take a while. It was like another 4-hour walk, but like nothing happens in the 4-hour walk except like small talk.
Oh. All right.
And some complaints about the heat and the sand.
I'm a monster.
Well, we should go see what we can do to help.
Alrighty then.
Can Grub fix this thing?
He and Rurek are working on it. Goddamn monster.
So we don't need the sound effects. McCavity's dead.
If the communications are working, I when I get a chance, I'm going to see if I can get. If the communications are working, I'm going to send a message to Vendrese telling her to send people to the Dreadnought.
Ooh.
Salvage.
Make sure it gets into the right hands.
Well, the less wrong hands.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, it'd be nice if we could get some salvage out of this because we could use some money, frankly. But
So you guys get into your ship, and it is a shadow of its former self. There's blood and chosen bodies and laser burns all over the place. It's on auxiliary lighting, and the lights keep going out, coming back on.
Is anyone badly wounded? Let's go to sick bay and check on Swoosh.
Sounds good. You go into sick bay, and okay. So Zoltan is in there, and he's putting Shiv back together again. There are two, Pandora and Jester are just sort of like hanging out nearby. And like, Shiv will live, but it looks like she's gonna lose a hand, which sucks.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
But you guys can fix that. But
I cast Regenerate on Shiv.
Zoltan's like, well, that makes my work easier.
Yeah.
But he points to the two covered bodies and says, but I can't fix dead. Unfortunately, Crater and Rabbit have perished.
I go over to Sarush. How was he looking?
Sarush has suffered a crack in his shell. It's more than a crack. It's been busted open at one section.
I start running my fingers along the surface of the crack and say,
"Oh, it's not a crack. It's like a big chunk has been taken out, like a busted watermelon skin." Timeless, Dragonfly, and Snake and Fuse are all holding his body at a particular angle to make sure none of him spills out.
Is there any chance that this is his opportunity to actually pupate?
No. All that's inside is like liquid goo.
All right. I will try to use regenerative sinew to seal him up.
About to say it's red and it's buzzing and like it can't manage to communicate. It looks like it's in a bad way, but like it's.
I put one hand on his shell, and I just whisper, "Your lady came and visited. I thought you should know." And then I use my regenerative sinew and whatever like residual Kira is left in me.
Got it.
He's a good servant, Kira.
Now this is what I call overextending yourself. You take 2 points of charisma damage, and you plug the hole and restore Sarush. That being said, his fluid comes to a rest, and the wound is barely covered. It may take time for the chrysalis to properly recover itself, or he may never recover. He may just have like a weak spot on him forever. Like a baby skull.
Oh no.
Just a self-destruct button right on your noodle.
Right on your noodle. And like all of his attendants are so fucking happy.
I pull the tarot out of my pack, and I just hold them to the surface of his chrysalis.
There is a stirring in his slumber. You've never known Sarush to sleep, but he recognizes the power, but he really needs to rest.
Right, I'll replace them. Fuck. Ugh.
I'm not gonna be any help here. I'll just get in the way. I'll start moving some of the bodies out of the ship.
We should keep them on board for a time. Holt, can you take them to the storeroom? I have an idea.
Actually, Lobo interjects. Actually, Pandora, Jester, you're with me. Holt, grab some shovels.
Alright.
I can
Go
preserve
looking for
the
shovels.
bodies.
Hmm?
I can preserve the bodies.
And Lobo says, nah, they're dead. We're burying them. Then he looks to Pandora and Jester, and he's like, all right, time for me to teach you what you do with a dead man. And like he has them strip them down, takes all their stuff, takes them outside. You meet them with some shovels, and Pandora and Jester bury their dead. And and Lobo's like, no, that stuff's yours, and you got to figure out who to give it to.
I find Galathar and I ice tube him when I do.
He looks strangely serene, save the 2 gigantic burn scars on his torso. Unfortunately, his shamisen was smashed.
Is Clementine around?
Yep, she's in the medical bay helping with some folks.
Okay. I'm not in the medical bay, and I look to my mother. I can bring him back.
Don't.
It's still just. Why not?
Don't bother. I'm certain he doesn't want to. He got his big adventure. He got his heroic death. He's done.
He can still have decades.
You have to let go. Everybody dies, Solandra. And even I'm only here for a limited time only. Oh, fuck. Holt posting that Triceratops cavalry.
Isn't that cool?
Well, I guess our next stop is Magic City. Mom, I'm sorry. I got in some good shots on Daskius, but he fucking got away again.
Of course you do.
I'll fucking hunt him to the ends of the earth. Now that I know what he's done to my sister, he's going to fucking pay for it. But we still have shit to do. And I'm sure that he's going to be stalking us with his.
Selena says, yeah, he's gonna take the other 2 down there and wait at the door for you to get there, and then he'll be expecting me to turn ship, but that's not gonna happen.
What about them? Has he booby trapped them too?
Yep. You kill him, they die.
Fucking 2 birds, 1 stone.
I don't care much for Myrna, but I have to think Toby still has a chance.
Tori's just a boy. He's only 15.
He's just a boy.
He's just a boy.
I mean, if you don't feel like doing it.
Oh, holy shit. Nikolai, I've killed a boy in my time. Halt. I mean,
he's made his choices. He's not a kid anymore.
It's true. He killed Vruhog. I'm sorry, you would have killed Vruhog.
I would have. Absolutely. I would have killed him easy, but I would have killed him.
He'd probably have been on his hands and knees begging you, make it quick, and before he finished the sentence, you'd have chopped his head off.
Something along those lines.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Was Perfect the last Black Blade center?
Yep. Well, I mean, there are more up there, but it was the last functioning one from the Black Blade project. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to climb the mount in a good long time.
Well, we're gonna have to at some point. I have a debt to pay.
Alright. Problems for later.
Yeah. I feel like shit.
Why?
Took a little extra to fix Suresh.
Ah. I see. Yeah, that was pretty neato.
Yeah, we have a bag of tricks too.
What? What is he?
It's a mutant. People of the Hell Jungle.
Oh.
They're strange. They are strange and beautiful.
I didn't know they were, sentient.
Suresh is probably smarter than you.
Probably. A lifetime ago, I'd have called you crazy. But
I am. Objectively, I think that's a pretty fair statement for today, right?
just she holds her hand between her eyes and goes back and
I walk
forth.
over.
Says, "I'm
I walk over to
seeing
her.
pretty clearly right now. It's weird."
I get down on one knee and I take her hand and I kiss the knuckles of her hand and say, "I'm never gonna let anyone hurt you like that again."
Oh, thanks. she.
And I get up and I just take her in my arms.
But too late. She already picks you up into a hug.
I am going to go and see if Lobo needs any more help.
I am gonna go vomit.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go vomit into a bucket.
Holt kind of.
I did see all of the fucked up torture this woman endured from like her early childhood, and you know that's pretty fucking awful.
I didn't.
That's true.
I'm not sure how much it would have helped. So I'm gonna let you two do that.
Where are you headed exactly?
Anywhere.
Got it. You get onto the bridge. Grub and Rurik and Gunner are in fucking crisis mode.
I'm an extra pair of hands. Put me to use.
Fantastic. Hold this thingy up.
You got it.
They basically treat you like a human antenna.
I'm okay with it. I like being told what to do.
And, they have you pick things up and put things down when Rurik isn't picking things up and putting things down. And by the time they're done, like, they're all covered in sweat and grease. And Grub says, "All right, ship is not going to explode.
Well done, Grub.
It's also not leaking any hazardous radiation."
Also a plus.
Holt, you don't know what this word radiation is, but it sounds bad.
Well, the way that he said it, yeah, it sounds bad.
I would say he's heard the word hazardous before, so.
That's true.
You guys did real well. I sincerely thought that this thing was going to go up in flames.
Not on my watch, Gunner says.
How did you get out of the, maze? Is that what happened to you?
Yeah. It was pretty fucking unpleasant, quite frankly. It was just a never-ending maze. Took a while. And then I come to, and I'm in the middle of the goddamn sky.
Well, good thing you can fly.
Yeah, thank
in more
God.
ways than one. I thought when you said that just meant that you could fly the ship.
Oh, no. He taps his ankles together, and fucking Iron Man-style jets come out.
Now that's fancy.
Yeah, we all have them.
Hmm.
Makes air-to-air combat a little bit more feasible. Rurek turns around and says, "Good news! Got a message to Vindries. She's gonna send a rescue vehicle for us.
Oh,
We can get back to civilization. And then, I don't know, blow this thing up or leave it for salvage. Doesn't matter to me. She's served her purpose. There's no more chosen ships in the sky." And Gunnar just says, "Good." At which
Grub.
Grub is like, "Hey, do you guys mind taking a nap?" Before Grub can finish his sentence, as Gunnar says, "Good," he reaches up into his skull and pulls his eyeballs out.
Oh, okay.
And, like, wrenches them out and tosses them away and says, "There. Back to normal."
Yeah, back to normal. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm.
You need me to shoot? You need me to fly. Ship's toast.
No, it's more concern over whether that was painful or I'd need to take you down to see Zoltan.
Nah, it's incredibly painful. But, you know, no nerve damage I haven't experienced before.
I can understand that.
Oh, God, am I still blinking? Jesus. Like, every once in a while, there's just a sort of instinctive blink, but it's not... It doesn't go over anything.
Can I pick up those eyeballs?
You can't. He threw them so hard that they, like, ruptured.
Okay, alright.
No snacks for you.
No, I was gonna take them to Zoltan.
Zoltan, what can you do with these eyeballs? Oh.
Take them to your Medusa babies.
No, I was gonna be like, here, you're a magical healer. Have some spare eyes.
He would have
that can obviously be implanted into other people.
He would have appreciated those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pickle these. You know what your boy wants. But yeah. So the dead get buried. Salandra, you keep Galathar preserved. You pickle him for posterity, and mostly people mill around the ship. There is a whole lot of hostility that goes Selena's way.
Oh, yes.
Mostly when she's not chilling out with Salandra or Atriel, she's chilling out with Zoltan, really. Who just, like, does not give a fuck. Like, she's like, I've committed some awful, terrible atrocities, and I've killed too many people to count, and, you know, I was a puppet my entire life. And Zoltan is like, "Oh, really? Tell me about it." It starts off as a little bit of one-upsmanship, and then, like, eventually breaks down into commiseration as they, like, don't let their tempers get the better of them and realize that they're absolutely kindred spirits.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that she found a friend.
Well, I guess, do you have, are we planning on going on longer, round, or sort of wrapping up?
No, I'd say that's it. Next time, Vindries's rescue vehicle will arrive.
I mean, I don't mind going on longer. I just was curious because it felt like we had pretty big climax.
I was about to say, like, did anybody want to top that?
No, I just finally wanted to talk to Clementine. Pigeon, I can do that.
Sorry.
Oh, no, anything I told you?